Hi guys, it's Ricky, and this is Ricky Reveals. so, ouch. A lot of narcissistic energy right now. Your dreams are reality, and you were born, or you were meant to shine. I think there's someone who realizes that their narcissistic ways chase somebody out of their life, and even though true narcissism can't be, well, I don't know, I don't think it can be overcome. But if it can, it's like takes every ounce of power and energy that you've got to overcome it. Um, but most, let's just put it this way, because I'm not a doctor. um, most people don't, if they're suffering from any kind of narcissistic personality disorder, they don't overcome it. And that is statistic, not doctor or medical fact. But so this person is realizing they're sorry. They're realizing that they chased probably the best thing that ever happened to them out of their life because their narcissistic ways and their desire and need to fit in and to like keep their image upheld um, allowed them to believe other people and to participate in some things that hurt you and betrayed you to make them look better. Like it was never about hurting you or betraying you. It was about the fact that they felt like being on that side of it would make them look better in the long run. But now they are sorry. They're saying they will. You guys will be together soon, and that Jesus is Lord, not you. So I think that's somehow in their narcissistic way. I think that's their way about hoping that you'll forgive them. Like basically throwing Jesus in your face. Oh, you got to forgive me because Jesus is the one to judge, not you. It's not something like that. I just get that vibe, like that they're going to, or this person uses religion as a control mechanism, or they use religion. Darius and Sam. I think there's definitely some connection between those two names, but this person I think uses religion as a control mechanism more than they actually are spiritual. February. Yeah, I don't think this person is as spiritual or as Christian or religious as they want people to think they are. Um, and but because of the way they were raised, they use it to their benefit. Um, so even if they do something that, like, say for instance the Bible or the Quran or whatever, whatever your religious beliefs are, the Torah, if they are actively participate in something that their religious standard is against, they will use it to condemn others, but yet behind closed doors they'll be actively participating in the same thing that they are condemning others for. You will get that job. So this could be like who's the bitch now? This could be someone who, like, okay, for instance, addictions. They are highly addicted themselves, and but they are really good at hiding it. So they throw other people's addictions in their face or in the public, and oh, that person's just a crackhead, or this person's blah blah blah. And you can't believe nothing they say, blah blah blah, they're crazy, whatnot. they hide behind the Bible or the Quran or the Torah to do it. Um, and what an actual reality is, even if this other person does like uh, indulge in whatever has been said, um, they were indulging with the person that's condemning them. Like, so the person that's condemning is just as guilty, if not more guilty, than the person that's being condemned. A plot twist is coming for a Scorpio. Something could have happened in June or will happen next June. Florida, Uganda. March could be significant. October, undercover gay. Okay. I'll take these two. I went to jail. I told her to tell you and she didn't. And nuclear. So I think someone's really mad, like about to explode mad because they went to jail and they asked someone to tell somebody and they didn't tell them. Robin. Ouch. That's funny. All right, well, if you're, watching and you're like a part of my personal life, just in case this is the person who went to jail and wanted her to tell you and she didn't, I'll tell you, Robin's in jail. Robin is in jail. So, yeah, I'm not trying to be a bitch, but that's what I got. With those two cards coming out back to back, I kind of feel like there was somebody that Robin told to tell somebody else that she was in jail and that person never did it. So, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please give me a message for whoever needs this. Death, the Hermit. I don't know why every time the Hermit comes out, I almost want to say Virgo. So this could be definitely a Scorpio because I have Scorpio, I have October, and I have Death here. Scorpio and a Virgo situationship, or the situation could be involving a Scorpio and a Hermit and a Virgo. Maybe there's a Scorpio and a Virgo that are very intricately tied into keeping two people apart. Somebody is definitely in hermit mode. So, it's not like they don't want to be around somebody, or they don't want to, there's no, they're not staying away from one particular person because of, personal reasons. They're just not really messing with anybody. And I think it's because they're trying to, strengthen their spiritual life and their relationship with God. Four of Wands, Ace of Cups, and ooh, I like it. The Sun, which landed in the center of the reading, and right on top of a plot twist is coming. So, if you have been feeling down and out and nobody cares and no one has your back and no matter what you do, you always lose. Stop thinking that way, for one, because you're contributing to your own downfall by having those negative thoughts. For two, the plot twist that is coming is the sun is going to shine for you. You will finally get the new beginning in love. You'll finally get married. You'll finally have the money. You'll finally everything you worked so hard for in your life, and it just keeps getting taken from you from vultures and thieves and scorpions. This time you're going to get it, and no one's going to be able to take it away from you. Because for one, the ones that were waiting to take it are being exposed and removed. And for two, because of that group being exposed and removed, you now are very equipped with the knowledge and you know how to spot people like that now. Like you won't even let them into your life because you know every book of like every line in the book. You know what I mean? Like any personality trait, any trick that these like narcissists and sociopaths and people who are just out for themselves, like any trick they use, any line they use, it doesn't work on you anymore because you've seen it all, you've heard it all, and you know exactly what they're up to when they approach you in those manners. Two of Cups, the Knave of Wands, the Eight of Cups. This could be a Leo story, considering the sun is in the center of the reading. This could be a Leo, because we have the Knave of Wands too. This could be a Leo that who has been a hard worker, very loving, loyal, always took up for family, and always got used because of it. He was always taken advantage of, always like never appreciated, and no matter how hard he worked or what he did for the ones he loved, they just took. And then when he tried to stand up for himself, or when he did actually set some boundaries, then they all talk shit about him. Like he'd never done nothing for them. He was this, he was that. And so it was like this Leo couldn't win for losing because he gave everything he had and depleted himself down to where he couldn't even give to himself. And then, so when he stopped giving, then he became this tyrant piece of shit who has never done anything for anybody. But yet, the whole reason he doesn't have anything is because he gave it all away to everyone else. And this is confirmation that this is your time. Like, however old you are, you're probably at least in your mid-30s, if not mid-40s. This is your time to shine. Another Leo card as I'm speaking. And your justice is coming through in this season. Everything that was done in the dark will come to light, and justice will be given to the ones that were righteous and like were walking, and the ones that weren't hurting people, like the ones that were getting hurt, are gonna be vindicated. And all the ones that were doing dirt and hurting people in the dark are being exposed for who they truly are. The Chariot. Could be a Cancer involved as well. So right now we have strong Leo. Leo's the strongest thing out here. Scorpio, Virgo, and Libra, and Cancer. Justice might be coming from afar, though. It's justice in a relationship. So maybe you lost a relationship because of distance, because of third-party intervention. Like, and I'm not necessarily saying cheating. I'm just saying like other people who were in the relationship but had more opinions about the relationship than you and your lover did. Sticking their nose in it, like basically not ever giving the relationship a chance to actually go anywhere, because the minute anyone like smelled you two like in the vicinity of each other, they would call one of you or run over or somehow, some way get involved and like distract you from the other person because they did not want you guys together for whatever reason. There was definitely I would say at least 4 to 8 people involved, and they probably all had different reasons for wanting to see you heartbroken. So they probably were all operating, like, I'd say some were probably jealous exes. Could be parents if there's something taboo about the relationship, if, like, maybe same sex, or maybe biracial, or maybe like one person was from a different like social class, and so the person that was like from like higher social class, their parents didn't want them like getting involved with someone who was poor. But whatever it was, or it could even have been like a jealous sibling who thought they should have that perfect relationship, so they did everything they could to get in between you guys. But yeah, whatever it may be, it was definitely involvement of other people that never should have even cared. And the fact that these people, this just came out in the reverse, Ace of Swords. So definitely lies and deceit were used to keep you guys apart. And that is now being exposed. And you guys will get a new chance. You can't make this stuff up. You guys will get your Wheel of Fortune. Your new beginning in love. The love you've always deserved and desired. So this new beginning, this Wheel of Fortune, it's protected by the cosmos, by God, by the angels, by the stars. Like, it was written into the stars, and it is protected by God himself. No one can mess this up, except you two. And that, sadly, is probably what has done it in the past. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously it is. You guys listening to the wrong people. Or at least one of you listening to the wrong people. And I think it's probably because possibly, Leo, because of everything you've been through, like, you went through this period like where you were getting attention, and you enjoyed it. I mean, which you deserve to. I mean, like, we all deserve to like feel desired and loved, and being a hot commodity. But so you didn't want to like give any of it up, but you were being like a little deceptive, and you didn't really you kind of let people on, or at least you let this person on, and it's because you had someone else, but you really couldn't decide which one, if you wanted to go with this person or if you wanted to go with the other person. And the person that you were giving more time and energy to probably knew the other person, and somehow, some way, maybe they were going through your phone, maybe somehow they figured out like that you were engaging with this other person on some level. So then they made it their mission to take this other person out. They could have paid someone to lie on the other person. They could have just lied themselves, to distort your vision of this other person who actually was your counterpart, and you picked them over the person that you knew in your heart that you should have picked all along. Wow. So we've got a Queen of Coin and a Knight of Wands and Temperance that are gonna like, and Two of Wands. I'm clarifying the death with. This could have been a Sagittarius and a Virgo. that were trying to or an Aries and a Virgo, or another Leo and a Virgo, or a masculine fire sign and a feminine earth sign, because it could be a feminine Taurus too, or Capricorn, I guess. But definitely a feminine earth sign and a masculine fire sign that worked together in order to keep this Leo and this and their counterpart apart. I think there's a Pisces involved too. Who's this hermit? Who's the hermit? The World, Four of Cups, and the Magician. So the hermit could be a Capricorn or a Gemini. And I think they're in hermit mode because they're the counterpart. And they've gotten their heart broken so many times that they just don't really fuck with anybody anymore. But I do also think that they are on a spiritual journey as well. But I think they just stay away from people for the most part because they're just guarding their heart. And even though they're a very kind, loving person who does enjoy social interaction and who doesn't like being kind to others and helping others, they built up walls so high that they just almost like they don't know how to relate to anyone anymore. Someone who they thought or who they wanted to marry left them out in the cold, like when the relationship was like at a peak, and it put him in this hermit mode mental prison because it didn't make sense. Like they were literally happy. I mean, the relationship was really good. And then one day the Knave of Cups was gone. And this Gemini or this Capricorn they didn't know how to handle. I mean, they didn't. It didn't break them. It definitely wounded them very deeply because it didn't make any sense. Like they were really happy, and then all of a sudden, the other person was gone. It could be because the other person was immature. It couldn't handle the uniqueness, the deep soul level connection that it was, and they ran away from it because they were scared. But in turn, that just wounded both these people. But it definitely wounded this Capricorn or Gemini, and it might actually be just a Capricorn because the Gemini might be here because the Gemini is the twins of the zodiac, and this could be twin flame. So it could be Capricorn, Leo. And the only reason I say that is because Capricorn really hasn't shown up at all outside of the world. And so it's like in this reading, Capricorn's hidden away. Everything else is out here but Capricorn. Except, you know, in that one spot. The Fool. Yeah. If you guys can come up with the strength to overcome all the distractions and all the ignorance, lies, and deceit that contributed to the separation of this connection, you will, that strength will give you a new beginning that will be an equal give and take of the relationship, and there will be victory in this relationship. The victory that was always meant to be had because you guys were destined to be together. If you guys can just come to term, like, if you guys can just communicate and have honest, truthful communication and have faith in your dreams, this connection will come back together. A fiery climax approaches, Aries energy. It will come back together, and it will be everything it was intended to be, if not a little bit more, as a reward for you guys having to go through what you had to go through. It definitely will, there will be something that comes out of it that will inspire and change the course of history, whatever it may be. Your hard work is paying off, Capricorn. Capricorn, start to show up now. Hold your vision. The end of a tough cycle approaches, Capricorn. Capricorn just needed to go inside and get, recharge. They just had to go and cry by themselves for a little while. No, I think that's what, that being ghosted, I think it actually really wounded this Capricorn extremely. But probably deeper than anything else ever has, because it made no sense. It's like I didn't do anything wrong, and like you were just gone. Show the world the real you, Aquarius, and I think that was really hard for that Capricorn to like overcome. But they're strong, and they're not gonna let anything but God take them out. A new romantic cycle begins. It was Libra. Don't let your past hold you back, and you are very close to achieving your goal. Communication is the key, Gemini, and balanced spirituality and practicality, Pisces. Okay. Let's get a couple of these, because I don't know how long this video is going to go before it cuts off, and I really don't want to have to edit together 2 videos. Differences. Number 36. Like I was saying earlier, one or both people's family got involved in this because there is something taboo about it, and it could be biracial, because on that card there's a white cat and a black cat. 40, beauty. So somebody could be 40, or something significant happened when one of you guys were 40, or something significant will happen when one of you guys turn 40. And there's something to do with flowers or roses. 7 is High Priestess of Spirit. So the number 7 could very well be important. And I do believe that one or both of you guys are intuitive. Number 20, Fulfillment. Grove, 21. So 2021 could be significant to your guys' connection. Reminder, 28, and it says on the little stone, don't forget. So there's something that this connection, something very, very strong about this connection that you guys are both being reminded not to forget. And it could be the separation. 35, strength. 15, fragment. And 25, meditation. So yeah, whenever someone tries to like come between this relationship again, I think you're being told, don't forget what happened the last time you listened to somebody other than your partner. You're being called to trust each other above all, trust God and each other above everything else. I mean, if you really want the connection to work. Self-acceptance. You have to love yourself so you can love the other person. And I guarantee you, anything and everything that's weird or awkward about yourself that you've struggled with, your partner has too. It's one of the reasons why you guys are perfect for each other. Blessings and abundance. I think you guys will definitely get a huge blessing when you finally come back together. Even if it's just to heal. Expect miracles. Yeah. And that's probably why these people, one of the reasons these people wanted you guys not to make it or not to get together, because someone or someone's knows that when you guys do actually come together, you're going to get blessed significantly. A miracle of blessings is going to find you guys, and you're going to be showered with abundance. And whoever this was that knew it, for however they knew it, they didn't want one or both of you to have it. Courage and bravery. Or maybe they wanted it with one of you guys, so they tried to infiltrate and get with one of you guys in order so that when the time came for you to be blessed, they would get the blessings with you instead of the person that's actually meant to get the blessings with you. Take charge and action. Vulnerability and freedom. Sacred plan. Strength and guidance, and romance and connection. And I'm going to end there, guys. I love you. If you love me as much as I love you, please like, share, and subscribe. And know that nothing happens outside of God's will. And nothing can harm you or kill you unless God allows it. So don't be afraid of this connection, because it's actually one of the greatest things that the greatest blessings you were ever, you were created for it, and it was created for you. Don't cheat yourself out of something that was really created for you, because it will not only bless your life, you will bless this other person, and you guys will bless the world with with the love and inspiration that is generated between the two of you guys just being in each other's presence. Take it easy, guys. See you in the next video.